Good morning. Today is July 10th, 2020. I am going to read to you a letter that was sent to me, and I hope you find it as profound as I did. These diversity chats have helped, hurt, enlightened, frustrated, and every other kind of emotion you can imagine. And I'm often told how glad people are that I'm doing them, but I'm often bothered by the impact they have on my soul, my heart, the way I see and feel and think about things. So when I read this letter to you, this letter totally encompasses what I feel as a human being. I will not tell you who wrote this letter, and I will try to leave out as much identifying information as I possibly can, but I want you to hear it. I am an alum and current faculty member. Coming to my university as a Black student and a faculty member is a lonely experience. While I was a student, I had my fellow students tell me to my face that I did not just deserve to be at my university. They had already decided the only reason I was at Duke was because I was Black. It didn't matter that I had earned my way into this university the same way they did. It didn't matter that I earned a merit-based scholarship to attend. It didn't matter that I had chosen to attend this university over other Ivy League institutions. It only mattered to them that I was Black. That meant I couldn't have possibly ever earned my way into this university. The worst part was these were not random people. These were people who up until then I believe were my friends. Being Black at my university is demoralizing. It means every accomplishment that you have achieved is worthless. As a Black faculty member at my university, I feel isolated. At UNC, they have a Black faculty caucus. Where is it at my university? If it exists, I haven't been able to get connected to it. And if it does exist, why is it in the shadows while UNC is in public? I challenge you to answer these questions and to reflect on what it means to be a Black faculty on this campus. As a Black alum, I feel undervalued. Perhaps this stems from my experience as a student, but I don't feel like I'm a part of this university's community. Since graduating from this university, I have lived relatively close to this university, but I seldom visit prior to joining the faculty. The only alumni event I participated in was my 10-year reunion, and I only did that for about an hour. I remember the message from that alumni weekend 2 years ago: welcome back, University Black Alumni and Black Student Alliance. I didn't feel welcome. I joked with a faculty member friend of mine from another university. It felt more like an invitation to a lynching party than an alumni reception. In retrospect, this statement may be a bit hyperbolic, but I share it to give you a sense of how I felt returning to my alma mater and to give you a sense of why I have so seldomly visited. I remember the image used in the event announcement. It was entitled "Light is Easy to Love" by Amy Sherald. I think that sums up my Black experience at my university perfectly. Isolated and alone. I am not a Black faculty member. I am an administrator at my university. I still go to meetings where I am the only person in the room that looks like me. I have been called all kinds of names. I have been harassed. I have colleagues who work closely with me that don't even speak to me when I walk by, don't even acknowledge that I exist. When I got my doctorate degree, only my second level manager acknowledged that I did it and told me he was proud and gave me a bouquet of flowers. At my university, I am a part of the leadership team. Maybe not the senior leadership team, but the leadership team nonetheless. I feel alone, isolated, invisible, voiceless, and unworthy to be at my university, because that's the only reason I could be treated this way. And I've been there for such a long time and have contributed much. I make differences in my job every day. Yet my voice is irrelevant. I can be called a name. I can be told that's not your responsibility. I can be told what my position is, and I'm supposed to stay in my position. So if that letter I just read to you from a faculty member gives you some sense of what it's like to be Black in a predominantly white institution, imagine being just a regular old person at a predominantly white institution. These days, we are confronted with many things. The pandemic is killing people in record numbers. Black and brown people are so susceptible because we have chronic illnesses from our genes, our environment, our lives. Men have been killed by those who were supposed to serve and protect. And so as Black parents, we have these conversations with our Black children to get them to and from safely, to help them navigate what a conversation with the law enforcement should look like so that our children come home. To belong to the club of dead sons, mothers, must be a very, very terrible thing. And I hope never to know that experience. But I ask all of you who listen to me, listen to these chats, to think about what it must be to be Black, what it must be to be Black and female, what it must be like to work in a white, male, predominantly hierarchical institution every day. I ask you to think about, why is it okay to kill a Black or brown person and not face any penalty for that? I ask you to think, why is it a Black or brown person, male or female, is paid less, promoted less, acknowledged less, worth less, while others zoom by perfectly fine? If we are going to change this world, it's going to take unity, humanity, and a sense of reason. As I understand the science, the difference between Black and white and brown and yellow and all the other colors is less than 1% of our genetic makeup. Yet and still, my Black skin, my thick lips, my wide nose, my hips deem me inferior in the eyes of some. Think about that. Just chew on that for a little while. Stay well, stay safe, and I hope there's change for all of us.